My big fat fabulous life star Whitney Thore has been throwing around the idea of starting her own podcast, but not everyone will be tuning in. Even though her message of self-love and body positivity has been inspirational, it may not be enough to gain an audience. The online world is saturated with podcasts, and she will have to make sure she stands out from the crowd. Whitney has experience with business ventures, such as partnering with brands and Whitney starting her fitness company, No BS Active. She has also found success on My Big Fat Fabulous Life, as some can relate to her as she shares the ups and downs of her life. However, starting a podcast would be entirely new territory for her, and having a consistent stream of listeners will be the key to her success. If she does take the idea from the drawing room to the microphone, Whitney may have her work cut out for her. Not all MBBFL fans are impressed with the idea of Whitney Thore's podcast. Whitney has used her platform online to not only share her life but also to promote products and share some of her favorite brands. Now the My Big Fat Fabulous Life star is looking to break out into the world of sharing her thoughts through her own podcast. She took to her Instagram stories to pitch her idea to her followers and see if they would listen. While she did receive some positive feedback, not everyone feels the same. Reddit user Malong16 started a thread sharing the news of Whitney's podcast and wrote, "Whitney is doing a podcast. Why? Will y'all listen? I can see myself hate listening." The idea of Whitney having her own podcast hasn't struck a chord with all of her followers, who have a tough time believing anything she has to say. Recently, she admitted that she didn't meet her French boyfriend on a language app as she had claimed to 2 years ago, and revealed that she actually met him on Tinder. This admission hasn't gone over well with her fans, who felt she was being deceitful, and now Whitney's post is blowing up in her face. Another fan commented on the thread, "Her podcast will be like her show. All lies about her fabulous life." MBBFL fans don't feel Whitney Thore has anything notable to say. My Big Fat Fabulous Life Season 11 will air soon, and there may not be much more left to Whitney's story. Throughout the seasons, the show has focused on her career, love life, and family, and some MBBFL fans feel it has run its course. Now that Whitney wants to share her life over the airwaves, it doesn't have the same level of entertainment all these years later, and some fans don't want to listen at all. Another user commented on the thread, "No, thanks. For what? What could she possibly have to say we haven't heard? She needs to be done." Whitney has yet to officially announce any details of her podcast, such as the name of it, what it will be about, or when she expects it to launch. However, there is speculation that she is looking into starting a podcast because My Big Fat Fabulous Life may not have much life left in it, and this will be her way of transitioning from one form of entertainment to another. It's unclear if Whitney's podcast will be a hit or miss, but either way, she feels she still has a lot more to say. Sources: Whitney Thore, Instagram; Malong16, Reddit.